long distance gamers, and welcome to the very last episode of the Arkeis campaign. This is episode 7, The Black Pyramid. So, based on, not having seen this before, pretty sure we're going to be fighting this guy during this campaign. So, really look forward to seeing him, what he is made of. Hopefully we can get him destroyed. Also, based on the insert, there's horribleness. So I do have these tokens that we have not used at all in this campaign. So, you can see them there. I have those out. We may or may not use them. It's not part of setup to pull them out. But I didn't want to have to go searching for them if they were, considering we haven't used them yet. I'm going to get started. Ready to face your fate, you've risen at dawn, but the sky is dark and you, Voyager, find yourself staring at the wall of clouds. Dark, thick clouds. Circular cloud formations here and there give this rooftop of the world a sublime, threatening aura. A majestic cape for the Imperial Ebony Pyramid standing on the horizon. The seat of the last pharaoh. The god of desolation's chrysalis. You turn around. The sun will not show itself today. You gather the team in the yurts in the middle of camp. Your discoveries have exceeded your wildest imagination. If you go back now with the documents you've gathered, the relics, the objects, the proof of ancient technology, far superior to modern technology, you will certainly earn a place in history. Perhaps even become wealthy beyond repair. However, the prophecy revealed by the High Priestess is not a dusty old text written for the faithful of the ages past. It is an imminent danger. A one-way ticket to certain death. 2 paths stretch out in front of you. One leads straight to glory. The silence in the tent is heavy and lit by lanterns, as if it were the middle of the night. Frank breaks the ice. After all the machines he's seen so far, he is very curious to see what this pharaoh looks like. What the masterpiece in the collection is, exactly. Rebecca agrees and would pay dearly to see this Prince of Darkness. Riet merely smiles and nods. You look at Eleanor. She looks down and avoids your gaze. You all check your equipment, adjust your backpacks, gather in front of the pyramid. Before going further, you all glance back at the fillies, your proud steed of the skies who brought you here and always waited for you, even under this dome. The crew signals you. Rebecca notices that Eleanor is having trouble closing her backpack. She's trembling. Apparently, I'm very scared. The young explorer crouches at her side and puts her hand on hers. Embarrassed, the teacher apologizes. Then Rebecca asks her to look closely at her companions. You are all anxious, but you all know you are not alone. You've made it this far together, and together you will continue on to the very end of this ultimate adventure. Look at them all, you can't help but smile. Of all the things you found in the desert, some are truly priceless. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go down to the table so you can see what we have on display. First time we've seen this as well, so interesting. So first player will take this token, or this one. But before we do that, we're going to do our camps. At the start of each episode, the first player checks off any space and can roll, but has that, he's going to be first player, so he can roll one of those. Okay. So we want events, which it's a pyramid, but it doesn't say... I've tried to figure out if you have to start from the bottom up. It doesn't look like that. So I think we can just do any of them. So it says that we can cross off any space on the logbook. So 2 not equal and 2 equal. So I think we're going to start there. Cross off one that says 2 equal, because that will be really hard. And then do a gear. Any one of these will be good, probably. Well, let's get as close as we can to getting one of these things complete. Okay. So, in order to get 3 events, which we desperately want, we want all the blues, all the reds, and this entire bottom row. But to get these, we also need to cross off stuff. So hopefully we can get a lot crossed off. She can re-roll tokens and roll 2 extras now. And then they each have a re-roll token that they got from camp. We're able to discard 2, traumas, which we don't have any, which is surprising considering how many we've started at. We each get to discard 1 fate token from here, 1 from here, and pay a gold, which we get 2 gold coins from over here. So yeah, so we each will discard 3 fate tokens, which will add 2 to the supply. So that's another tent, just for the low cost of 2 gold, which is going to be 2 victory points at the end. Okay. Gain 2. We already have the Gargantuan. Take a healing potion. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to... Yeah, we'll give that to her. Which I have pulled this out of the box. At any time, I can check off 4 spaces. So at the very, very end, we'll check off whatever 4 spaces we want. I mean, it will be worth 2 victory points, but if we could get events or one of those cooler items, I'm sure they would be worth more than that. Okay. Yep. So, let's go get started. Pyramid. The pyramid is even more intimidating up close. Deep, black, and straight, seemingly impenetrable. It is covered with detailed decorations. It is unique. Something slides up your leg, like an unspeakable link between the sand under your feet and your clenched stomach. This something holds you rooted in place and makes you nauseous while preventing you from looking away from the sanctuary. At the start of your turn, put 1 fate token on this card. Check off a space. Then discard the tokens on this card and form another 5. Okay, so we're going to have to cross off these every time we run out of time. And then we'll get 5 more. So we'll have 9, 11, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So we'll have 46 turns to beat this. Okay. So... you know what? I forgot to do the doors again. I did that a couple episodes ago. So, we have 2 doors. Snake's head, or Cobra's head probably, now that I think about it. And that one. Okay. Well, see, that wasn't too bad. Okay, so, first action, he is going to look at this door. Okay. Oh, no. Under the imperial emblem of the Heart of Vaporous, the symbol for an eye serves as a portal's lock. You place your palm on it. The locks are scorching hot, but you are granted access. The door slides open. Woohoo! Let me just grab these. Yeah, so we put a nausea here. And, 2 of each of these little snakes in here. You know, nothing major or anything, you know. Perfectly normal to have this many gangs of snakes around you. We only have 1 more snake miniature. Okay. Well, there's that. Oh, goodness. Okay, so that was a Naja, so we need 2 Naja cards. And 2 Knots of Snake cards. We'll have a his and her pile, like usual. Okay. So, Knots of Snakes, and Naja. His, hers. And discard that card. Okay. I guess I could move in. That's all I'm able to do. Okay, so start of her turn. do I want to... Before I do that, I thought I would get some free search actions in. Oh my goodness. That's right. She has so many fate tokens. I really hope there's still 3 more at the bottom. 1 more. How can you get that out? Okay, well, I really hope that we don't need... Fate tokens don't count for anything. Okay, so healing potion, I don't need that. First aid kit, don't need that. This could come in handy during your turn. The first injury you receive, discard at the end of your turn. If you roll at least 2, I have to discard that card. That has no side effects when fighting zealots. Okay, so yes, I think I'm going to do this one just to keep myself from getting a little bit more injured. Keep the bamboon out because I will swap between those two. Probably this scenario. Okay. Oh yeah, and that's right. If I am alone, I could discard that to get 2 check marks, which causes doubling because of that card over there. So that could just eliminate almost one of these. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. Knot of snakes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move into here and roll a couple die. Okay. So I could take another fate token, which we don't have very many, to turn that into a plus. Or I could, use this and it gets to be a plus, which gets rid of one of them. Just going to leave that right there. And then an exclamation, take 1 injury and move it from your zone to an adjacent zone. So I've taken injury. Yeah, I'm going to move it over there because I do not have injury tokens right there. I am not going to put it over here because that would just be a death trap. Okay. You know what? He has the best ability to fight this thing. So, oh. That was my first injury. Okay. And then discard it at the end of my turn. So that's the end of my turn. Woohoo! I'm going to go ahead and pull out some of these injury tokens. We will probably be using a lot of these this game. A lot. Let's just pull out a whole bunch. Okay. There we go. Look at all those injury tokens that we can use easily. Okay. Yes, that was move in, fight. Move over here for 1 action, which we have to take 1 and put it over there. Okay, that's on that card, by the way. And then he will fight. We're going to fight this Naja first. Okay, so that counts as an exclamation point, which doubles. So that's 4 damage, which takes 5 to damage it. I have to take a poison token, but it does get another damage with that card. So the Naja is gone at least. Hopefully it stays that way. I will have to do a knots. Move all the knots from adjacent zones to your zones. Okay, so these will all move in with me. Hey, I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and change out this bamboon though. So that way I can do this for free. And then move in and attack, because that's going to be what I have to do. You approach the scrawny remains of the body and take an imposing tool from his belt. He must have been in charge of maintenance. Did he take care of the pyramid alone? In any case, work, solitude, and above all time has gotten the better of him. The tool seems to be a monkey wrench. Once dust is off, it seems as good as new. So I can roll 2 logs, but she has the ability to roll an extra 1 and an extra 1. So we're going to be rolling 4 die, which is good. And she has the ability to re-roll, and any X's are actually books. So I'm going to re-roll these 2. And look at that, books. Okay, so I will record that. Okay, so book, which is this row. So I think I'm gonna do that book and that book. Flame it. Oh, that gets me an item right away. That is awesome. Fibula. This finely worked brooch supports a design similar to those used by the cult. You may discard this card at any time. When you do, put 2 fate tokens from your backpack into the stock. At the end of the episode, this item is worth 2 victory points. I have my feeling that victory points is going to be based on fate tokens. And the more fate tokens you have, the worse it's going to be. Okay, but then I get to take this card. Okay. Roll an extra fight die. It's a monkey wrench. That might be good to apply next time. It'd be really good for him to get. Ooh, if we could meet up, because he already gets 1 extra die. Ooh, the possibilities. So I guess I could move into here and roll 2. Okay, so I get a check mark and an exclamation point, which takes it and moves it. Okay, but I do get an injury, which I don't have that one, so I have to take it. Okay, but I am with him, so I will give him that one. Okay, where am I putting those? Right there. That's right. Okay, so it's going to be his turn, so take one of these. I didn't start with anything, so put this in his backpack. Fix the monkey wrench. So he's going to be rolling 4 die. 4 dice. And any pluses get doubled. Okay, so gonna move into here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Although he could just do that and it would get rid of all of them. That seems like a much easier solution. Although no, because then if one of them moves, I can just move them into there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so each one of those are doubled. So same solution. Okay, so then I can use that. Although if I'm alone, I can use that too. Okay. So that was my 2 actions. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the bamboo so that way I can do this one for free. An event. A fresco adorns the entire wall. It shows zealots gathered around the meteorite in fearful and deferential reverence. The stone is resplendent with 1,000 dark shades. Its still vibrant colors reminds you that these events do not belong to the past. They are merely what came before. The future is playing out now with every step you take. Roll 3 and record the results, but because of my things, I get 2 extras. And I get a free reroll, but I think I'm good with just keeping those for now. Everything's kind of hodgepodge on which one's better, which one's not. So, books, cogs. Okay, so a book and a cog. I got 1 event done. A flame would get me really much better for that. Looking glass gets that. I guess I should probably make it so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then I just have 1 more cog left, which can either go here or here. I think I'm going to go ahead and place it over here. That way I can be really close to getting that item. Okay, that worked out in my favor. Okay, so his turn. Move up here. Fight some snakes with taking 4 dice. Well, that just wasn't even a fair fight. Okay. I'm going to move and move, spend my free action to gather that. Hopefully, luck continues. Yep, I'm going to be rolling 4. You remain frozen before the enchanting beauty of the scene. Amid the pantheon of Egyptian gods, Thoth, with his ibis head and the holder of knowledge. And here he is before you, brandishing the stone from the sky, worshipped by the cult of Icarus. Briefly, you have a visceral feeling that the truth is here. Okay. Rolling these and recording the results. Okay, so that is a book, and I can redo that. Okay, so 2 cogs, 2 books. Okay, so... Whoops. So 2 cogs, so the cogs would help me get that. Cog, book, cog. But I think I'm going to try to get that 3rd event really fast. And then I'll try to get the other location stuff. Yeah, that sounds fair. Try to get the events and then try to get... Yeah. We'll do that. Okay. That was my free search action, so it's the start of his turn. Move. And we will be searching the head. The air in the room is heavy. Despite the gruesome decorations on the door, you hope it'll be easier to breathe in the other side. What you discover is the vestibule is completely unexpected. While the air is less suffocating there, the atmosphere is suddenly more apprehensive. A gigantic statue of the pharaoh stares at you in all its glory. For the first time since your adventure began, you are face to face with the enemy that can put a face on the threats. Ooh, is it this guy? Ooh hoo hoo. Looking forward to this. Okay, well I'm gonna move and move. Do my free search action. Okay. Get rid of that one. The statue's formidable appearance makes you fear the final battle. You secretly hope that this is merely a pious exaggeration far removed from reality. If you have at least 3 fate tokens in your backpack, discard 3. Okay. So, at least I could do that. Although that's probably going to make it harder. Because it's not that, which would have been nice. Aw, man. Would have gotten something extra. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, goodness. So we're going to have some staircases and whatnot. Yeah, this is going to be hard to do. No matter where you are in this room, it seems like the pharaoh is staring at you. You have the inexplicable impression that the statue is judging your worth. After a few seconds, a mechanism reveals a staircase in a corner of the room. So we will have A1 in here. It's in a corner of the room, so we'll just put it right there. And then we will have this set up with A2 being in room E. But what I'm going to do, I actually have leaves that I can put in. I'm going to put in a couple of leaves. So that way I can just use that space as staircase. Because, yeah, no, I can't. This is getting to be ever expanding stuff. Okay, but I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. Got this set up. So hopefully I can move this in and out when needed. So, okay, maybe a little bit. There we go. I'm actually going to move that so that way I can see a little bit better. So this symbol, it's on there, but I'm just going to put it there because this is an intense one and I saw it. I just don't want to miss it. Okay. So I think that was her second action in the free search action. I think. So it's his turn. So I have moved these over to here. So I'll put those there. So 1, 2, and he's going to stand there looking at that door. But I can move this a little bit further over. Okay, and then her turn, she's going to move 1. This is a little bit glary, so hold on one. Okay, just turned the overhead light off. Okay, so moved 1 to get up there. She's going to do her free action to get rid of this one. And then grab that door card. That was the head, right? Yeah. Okay. At the top of the stairs, you push open a heavy door made of burnished bronze. Cogs in the wall starts turning, primping a pump in the back of the room. The pump creaks and a cable comes out of the floor, pulls tight. It is connected to a golem. Oh no. Right behind the door, it creaks and suddenly lifts its head. Its luminescent yellow lights make you shiver with dread. No effect can move him, and then it's eliminated when the golem is eliminated. So a golem is put right in there. Which, I forgot to pull these cards out. Okay. Golem, golem, golem. Yeah. Okay. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. Yeah, we can put those right there. Those right there. Maybe optimistic. And then we'll still have his and her piles. Let's grab these. So his and hers. Okay. Yeah, that will work. Okay, so that was 1 action to move up, free action. And then I'm going to go ahead and move in. Hello there, buddy boy. How's it going? Okay, perform 1 less action this turn. Ah, man. Okay. Well, he's going to come in for his turn after we take a token and put it up over there. And he's going to roll 4 die because of his extra stuff. And he gets to re-roll a die. That's not good. Take 2 injuries and immediately perform a free search action. So that's 2, 4, 6. So 2, 4. I just got a trauma. Now where did I put the trauma cards? I think they're underneath here. No? Where? Oh, they're still underneath here. Okay, well hopefully I don't need too many of these. So I'll just put them right there. Okay, take 1 fate token whenever I use my ability. Okay, I need to be healed up very fast. Okay, but then I get to immediately perform a free search action, so I'll search both of these. Okay. There's that, and there's that. And we cannot leave this room now. And take 2 injuries, but that's not applied for the free. Okay. A wrench. The toolbox contains a large, flat, double-ended wrench. That'll probably be necessary at some point in time. A trapdoor in the floor reveals a wide tube. It would seem that the bump you noticed when you entered is a steam engine that fuels the goblin. If you are grappling with the goblin, take that card. Otherwise, take that, which we are. We are grappling with the goblin. Okay. The noisy steam engine is sending an incredible amounts of power to the goblin. You can try to disconnect it, but be careful. The tube is scorching hot. Each explorer in the zone may perform a special action. You may do so for free. Roll 5 inspection die. You may take 1 energy to re-roll any of the die. If you roll 5 of those cog tokens, take that card. Oh my goodness. 5 of the same with 5 die. Now granted, I have the ability to re-roll. Okay. But start of action, I get to perform 1 less One less action. Okay, so I can only perform one. Let's see if I can have anything. When you roll inspection die, add a gear to it. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and give you that one. So that way you can at least have 2 gears. I could re-roll the sides of an inspection die. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap out the baboon with this, so that way I can at least get 1 less injury a turn. And then, yeah, we're going to take you back eventually. But for now, we definitely want that. So, gear, and then I can re-roll. I could take a token to turn that into a gear. Okay, but now I can take an injury. Where are my injury tokens? I can go ahead and take an injury to re-roll, which means I get 2 re-rolls. Okay, that I can re-roll. Okay. Dang it. Well, I am committed. Okay, I can re-roll. Gear. I just need that to be a gear. So I'm going to go ahead and take another injury. And then I can re-roll it again for my ability. Okay. Yep. We're just going to do it. We're going to take 2 fate tokens. Turn these into gears to see what this can do for us. If I roll 5 gears, take that card. Thankfully, she has extra rerolls, because otherwise that would have taken a lot of injuries. Okay. There we go. The golem shudders and twitches. It attempts one last attack, but its movements are becoming erratic. The colossal's eyes go shut and its head and shoulders slump. Defeated, the giant stops moving. The golem has been eliminated. Okay. Well, that was easy. And then I get to perform roll 4 inspections and record, but thanks to my abilities, I get to roll an extra one. Okay, those can be books, or I could re-roll them. So do we want books? We only... Well, I mean, we do need 2 books total. Although we need the others more. Okay, so that's another book. Okay, so I'll turn that to a book. Okay, I could re-roll any, but we're not gonna. We are good. So, flame 2 gears. So, flame 2 gears. And I'm sorry. And then 2 books. So we'll have 1 book there, 1 book there, and now books are useless to us. We need a whole lot of these 2 symbols and 2 that are not equal to each other. That should be fairly easy. Okay. Well, there is that. Before rolling, I could turn it to anything. Okay. Yeah, I'll just put that in my backpack then. Yeah, because I can turn it to anything, and we really need these symbols. So I could turn it to that. Okay, let's see what else is up here. We're really close to both of those. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that. That was my action. Oh, the first one would have went there, which would have gotten removed. Yay! Okay, well, first action for him, I'm going to remove these 3 from you. We don't need any traumas. That's one action. Second action, I'll go through that door. Hopefully that will let me. Okay, this room must have been richly decorated before, worthy of its owners. The wall hangings have rotten and there are broken ornaments on the floor. Display cases remain under the dust, showing off treasures forgotten by the world. Ooh, does that mean we're going to get some treasure? Ooh, we can just go in there. Ooh. Anywho. Start of his turn, he should have grabbed one of those. How many more of those do we have? We have 2 left. Yeah, we have 2 left. Okay. We're going to do a whole heck of a lot of exploring. So I'm going to swap to the bamboon. And I want to roll an extra die. Okay. So come over here, do a free search action. Okay. Ceremonial mask. As you take down this magnificent mask to admire its perfection, you hear a click from its base. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, needs to turn off the alarm. Okay, so that's probably not good. So I get that card. Okay. But hey, at least I get $2, so 2 points. The wall hangings were hiding a deadly trap. 2 opposite walls begin to move, closing in on you, and you're lifting the wall hanging to reveal sharp spikes. If any explorer has the wrench, they may discard it to jam the mechanism. If not, try to jam it some other way. Roll 5 inspection. You may discard any equipped item to re-roll any of the die. I must roll at least 3. Otherwise, I'll get 2 traumas. Okay, well, there's 1 gear. My ability does let me re-roll. Okay. That can turn into a gear. To re-roll. Okay, well, I guess I could discard this one. Ugh, I don't like this. It's a different episode. To re-roll, I just need 1 more gear. Awesome. I will go ahead and take that. So that stops it. Okay. So, last action. We'll do that. Okay. A statuette. The sparkling jewels adorning this ebony statue makes you sigh in an admiration. This piece of art is exquisitely made. When you get this card, check off any space in the logbook. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and check off. I need more of those and those. So, okay. His turn. I'm gonna move and I'll explore this one. Events. You contemplate the outside of the pyramid through the opening in the wall. Under the dome, the storm is now in full swing. You shudder when lightning splints the sky, followed shortly by thunder. Purple in color, it makes you feel like whatever has been buried until now is infecting the entire world. Okay, roll 2 infection dice. Okay, so I can set 1. So I'll set 1 to that. Ooh, look at that. Flame, so I got a second event. And that. Okay, we're really close to a 3rd event. Okay, although I really probably should not be the one to go in. It should be her. But hey, we need to search all of these. Okay, that was my 2 actions. So I'm going to move. Do a free search, if I can do that. Okay. In what seems to be a laboratory, you disturb two mechanical mummies manipulating vials in front of a large white marble workshop. Still are bubbling away, full of nauseating concoction. So I get two mummies in there. Awesome. That's awesome. Those are really hard to kill. Okay, so we'll get some his and hers out here. And then we'll discard that. And there we go. Okay, so that was one action. So a second action can be to move in. No. I'm not starting my turn in there with them. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You can't make me. Oh, is there... Do I have another foot? One. Yeah, that's right. Hers goes right in there. Lots of them. Okay, so... Another foot. Reinforced boots. Move-related traumas do not affect you. Move-related trauma. Okay. So yes, I think I'm going to do that at the start of my next turn. Okay. We already did that one. Okay, so it's the start of his turn. So we'll go ahead and search this. Oh, hey, look, it's one of those. Do not take these cards. It's a gas mask. Okay, so I'm guessing those will probably be bad. So we haven't had to deal with it yet. But we will. Okay, so that was one action. Second action will be to move. Okay, so start of her turn. Oh, wait. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Oh, shoot. I don't know how many times I've used that. I probably have a trauma by now. We'll just take a trauma. Call it even. When you roll a fight die, I must re-roll a check mark. Not cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the rest of these just get discarded. And I have to mark once on here. Wonder if that's Jerome. No. Okay, that was not Jerome. Okay, okay, so I actually need... He actually has a healing potion, right? Yeah, but we need to get rid of both of those. Okay. So I'll actually put this one out. My reinforced boots. Okay. So healing potion, I'm going to immediately play to get rid of that fatality. Because you have to be able to use your trauma. Which that's just going to go back in the box. Can't box. Okay. That was first action. Second action, I guess I'll move in. Is there a search penalty? Yes. Taking 1 trauma. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. Alarms to make sure Jerome is up. So I'm going to go make sure he's up and then I'll be right back. Okay. He was already awake. It's his turn. But before I start, we do have to take one of these. I want to grab that medical thing. this. So this is going to go away for a second. And this will come out. But I'll use it immediately to get rid of that trauma. Okay. So that was one action. Oh, I don't want to move in there. I'm going to have to. We're just going to have to do it. That way I can get a couple actions out. Discard 1 injury from the mummy, or every explorer in your zone takes 2 injuries. Okay? Well, mine's worse, because there's none. I have to take a trauma, but first things first. We're going to take that. So that way the first injury goes right on there. Okay, so take a trauma. Take 1 injury after each of your search actions. Okay. Which sucks, because I definitely need to do that. Okay, so rolling a couple dice. Well, the unfortunate thing is I got awful rolls, but I can add a thing to it. So we'll just put them there. Then I have to take 2 injuries and take 1 trauma or 1 fate. I'll take a fate. And then 2 injuries, which at the end of my turn, one of them gets discarded. So actually that stays there. Okay. And then it's their turn. Discard 1 injury from a mummy. Or everyone takes 2. So he gets to have 4. So let's do some damage. Okay, he can reroll 1. Ooh. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I could have ignored that. Okay, so that counts for a double. So that'll be 2 damages to him. And then I take 6. So 2, 4, 6. So I get a trauma. These are... take 1 injury after your support action. Okay. Okay. So discard 1 injury or take a trauma. I have to. Okay, so first... those turn into 2, so they get 2 injuries. Which... oh, second action. That's right, I get 2 actions. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and take that last one to turn that into a plus to give them 2 more injuries, to take away 1 of them. Okay. That's 2. So many of these fate tokens. Okay, he needs to grab 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 5th one. We come from over here. So, and then we have to cross off 1 of these, which is going to be very bad for us eventually. I just know it. Okay. But he can go ahead. Oh. Discard 1 injury from a mummy. Can't do that, or we each get 2 injuries. Ouch, ouch, ouch. During my turn. Okay. But 1 action. You can re-roll 1 die. Oh wait, no, I can't even re-roll 1 die. But I could do the re-roll token. I forgot about that. Re-roll token goes back in the box. Okay, double check mark gets duplicated. I can not re-roll. Why do I keep thinking that? Okay, so the mummy, these get doubled. So the mummy's going to have 4 injuries. But then I have to take 2 injuries. Okay, start of her turn. Discard 1 injury from the mummy or take 1 trauma. Guess we know what I'm going to do. Oh my goodness. Awesome. That is amazing. That is like best case scenario on that. That was first action. Second action. Sure, I'll go ahead and search this. This needs to be discarded a while ago. Okay. These other two are in this room. Okay. In the tube, you can see a horribly mutilated silhouette of what seems to have been a human. Yeah, looks like a skull. It is much more vibrant than that showed. Roll 3 inspection dice and log the results. I get 2 extra die. That can be a book or I can re-roll it. But I don't need any books. So I'm going to actually re-roll both of these. A gear and a book. Okay, that's fine. We got this. So, book is useless. Light and a flame. So, a flame can go there. Wait, book is not useless. In a second, I'll tell you why. Lookout glass. Cog is useless though. But lookout glass, I'll go ahead and put that up there. Get us that one. And then 2 that are not the same. We got our third event. Awesome. So we just need to keep going. We just need 4 more. Oh my goodness, just 4 more and we have this that I can discard at any time to give us 4 spaces. So we are good. We have everything we want. So the question is, you know what? I will wait until his turn to see what these 2 come up with. And then we'll go from there. I'm going to apply this face mask. I feel like that is necessary. Actually, no. Before my turn, I'm going to apply this gun that lets me get rid of injuries. Okay, so put one of these up here. I'm going to have to take an injury, but I'll get rid of 3. Okay, then I will search the Ankh. For my second action. This place was a silent witness to biometrical experiments. The hybridizations would have required an enormous quantity of test subjects. You can see a lever through a tube full of greenish liquid. Roll 3 inspection die and log the results. As you walk around a vat, you examine the test subjects inside it. You discover a staircase leading upstairs. Okay, so roll 3 inspection dice. And record the results. I could have set 1. That's okay. I will learn that for next time. I get 2 flames, which gets me this. It is a weapon. Roll 2 extra fight die. Ooh. Ignore the effects of the X sides. Oh, whew. Yeah, buddy. We're going to be changing out that roll 1 extra to rolling 2 extra. Okay, but that was my 2 actions, but I take that card. What is that? That. Okay. Each explorer may move from room G to staircase in room C and vice versa by performing 1 move. It would seem you have found a way to reach the top of the pyramid. Okay. The first time an explorer does so, take that card. Okay, so the first time you move, I'm assuming. Okay. So B1 will be in that corner. And then we need C, which I had been using for all of these. It's okay. There's quite a lot of these ones left, although they're not in there at all. I'll just put them over there. Okay, and none of these are in there either. Just in case, I'm gonna leave them right there. Okay, so we need the Ankh over here and the eye right there, so we don't need either of these two. Okay, those to the side. And then B2 will go right there. Okay, well, that's easy enough. Okay. So that event is over with. These cards will be for there. I'm just trying to clean up a little bit because this is a lot of going ons. Okay. So I have multiple actions. Oh, we can turn this mummy. Thankfully. Those mummies were hard to defeat. Harder than that golem. And you would think based on size that the golem would be harder. Okay, but I'm going to choose to make it so that I can get a free move action. Or do I want to do that first aid? Yeah, I'm going to do actually first aid. I'm sure I have that card in here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so I will go ahead and take one of these. Might as well. To remove this trauma. I could take another one to remove that one, but I'm okay. So that was my first action. Second action, I will go ahead and pull this one, I think. Okay. Clicky clacky. Mysterious potion. Ooh. Do you dare risk opening this small bottle? You may discard this card at any time. When I do, take this other card. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. So, mysterious vapors come out of the bottle. Take the following cards without looking at them. Distribute them as evenly as possible to all the explorers in the room. Each explorer then reads the cards and applies their effects. Oh man, I probably should not have done that. Probably really should not have done that. That was a bad move, Liz. Very bad. Okay. Distribute them as even possible to all explorers in this room. Could have gotten hit with all of it. Okay, well, we'll start with her. Okay, so I have to take one of those cards and discard all my traumas. Oh man. This would have been better for... Oh, wait, discard all my traumas. Wait, no. Those are traumas. These are just injuries. But I do have to take one of those cards, which is where... Where are those? Oh, there they are. Okay. An event. The purple steam surrounds you. You feel like it's seeping into your mind, corrupted. Do not show this to other explorers. Okay. There we go. I'll tell you when it's time. Discard one of your trauma and all of your injuries. Okay, I'm okay with discarding that trauma. Okay. The fume goes over your head and makes you suffer as if they suddenly froze your brain. Once the unpleasant feeling has passed, you feel as if some dark veil has been lifted from your body and mind. Discard all your injuries and check off any one space in the logbook. Ooh, you know what? Let's make it so we can get that last card. And the other event was you begin to shake violently. Your body briefly goes numb, and just as you think you are going to pass out, you suddenly feel perfectly fine. Okay. So actually, this was kind of a good thing. Minus whatever that might be. Okay, it's an antique grenade. Until your next turn, no adversary start turn effects are applied. Okay. It's pretty cool. That was her turn. Okay, so it's his turn. Okay, we're going to move. We're going to look at this one. Okay, a slit in the wall lets you look outside the sanctuary. The air is full of electricity. The amethyst sky seems to swirl around the epicenter formed by the pyramid. Mauve flashes cut relentlessly across its time with a thunder that rumbles and a roar like so many bombs. At the end of the atmosphere, an end of the world atmosphere has taken over the desert. Roll 3 inspection die and record the results. This one lets me set a die to anything, which I just need this. So, I guess I could... There's no point in rolling the die, though. Okay, so I just completed the pyramid. That was fairly easy, right? Granted, she got massive, buku's amounts of extra rollings. Okay. That was move and do. Okay, so she can move, and do free search action. Right? Wait, nope. I would need to swap out the bamboon first for that. Okay. Then I can take my turn and do my free search action. Because I like doing that. Okay. A corpse is resting in front of you, in front of a narrow opening on a tunnel that slopes steeply down almost immediately. Are you ready to slide together towards the unknown? The person who was once this skeleton probably didn't have the courage or time to do so, unless he deliberately chose to stay. One thing is certain, if you stay here, you'll end up like him. You may leap into the unknown together. Sure. We'll go ahead and leap into the unknown. And we'll take this card. Oh goodness. Okay. Plunging rapidly for what seems like an eternity, you tumble towards the depths of your pyramid. Fear grips you, reminding you that you are alive, but for how long? Just then you land heavily on a stone floor. Remove all the rooms from the table, then set up the play area as shown. Then put all the explorers in room D. Okay, so we remove all of these. So we need D and E. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna get a little bit clutter cleared up. Okay. I need to maintain the his and hers pile. Crap. I think I might have screwed that up. Okay. But we can go ahead and take the leaves out. Whee! There we go. Okay, so D and E. We don't need that anymore. I do not remember these. Okay, I'm just going to put those to the side. Maybe they fell. Okay, the explorers will go here. So we fell down. And then we need 2 doors. So we need the Ankh door and the bird door. Okay. That's it. And it turns to 9A instead of 9B. Oh, look, there's symbols in the corner. Wonder what those will do. Okay. I think that was her turn fully. So it's now his turn. Okay, so search. Well, first things first, I'm going to discard these. Then I'm going to search this. If I can pull this out. Probably should have made sure that there's that door. Here you are, face to face with the legend, face to face with the stone. In the center of the room, an imposing amethyst meteorite throbs, in its antique red marble case. It rises out the floor as if brandished by a hand of God, bathing the surroundings in its gentle purple tinted light. The mist enveloping it makes it appear supernatural and warm. This moment makes all the dangers you have faced worthwhile. Awestruck, hypnotized by the enigmatic rock, you don't even realize that you've entered the room to approach it. Okay, so good thing I did that first, I think. Hopefully. Okay. Take this card. As you near the meteorite, the doors on the back of the room burst open with a loud bang, revealing a massive shape. Amid the dusk, you make out an impossibly tall mechanical exoskeleton. Ooh. Looks like we're facing him finally. Oh, this needs to go away. The structure contains a scrawny body of a pharaoh. Aww, scrawny pharaoh. A purple stone glimmers with an unhealthy light, beating off the place of a heart. Okay. The steam floating in the room reacts, oscillating in a reptilian fashion and then embracing the titan who seems to feed on it. If you've checked off one or less space, take that card. If you've checked off 2 or 3 spaces, take that card. I wish that we had a couple less spaces, or 1 less checked off. Okay. Deep down, you had hoped you would be facing a bedridden, decrepit pharaoh. That is clearly not the case. The sight of this biomechanical colossus terrifies you. But you haven't come all this way and endured such trial to give up so close to the finish line. You are going to fight to the very end. Add 1 activation marker to each of the 3 zones that do not contain a miniature. I'm not sure. So maybe it was this one so it just came out that door? What's an activation marker? Then form a new stock of 12 fate tokens, or 17 in a 1-2 player game. Okay. Maybe these are activation markers? Maybe. I don't know. So actually, looks like these are separating. Oh, wait, no. It is separated like that. Okay. So I need 17 tokens. So 1, a whole lot more. Hopefully there's enough to do 17 with all the amounts that I have in my thing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Okay. We had enough. Okay. Then take card oval with that. Okay. Okay. Oh. The self-proclaimed god's presence is overwhelming. The walls tremble with each of his steps, and pieces of the ceiling start to rain down upon you. You have no hope of getting out alive. The fight against the avatar follows very specific rules. Turn the page in the logbook to find out what they are. Okay, at the start of the turn, put 1 fate token on this. Okay, so it takes the place of the pyramid. Okay. Well, that's the Sphinx's rules. I don't think we're playing the Sphinx. Oh, final fight rules. Okay. So I wonder when the Sphinx is happening. Maybe after. Anywho. Setup. Take the top half and bottom half of the avatar profiles and assemble them to create a large avatar profile. Okay, which I had separated them out. So top half. And we'll just put that right there. And bottom half. So together, you make one whole. Okay, let's put some damage tokens with you. Okay, take all the fate tokens from the explorer's backpacks and distribute them as evenly as possible. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well. No. What's... Okay, so 2. 2. 3. 3. Oh. Yeah, looks like we're gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna move that pile, because we don't need that pile. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 3 and 3. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's at least one more in here. Yeah, if I can try to get it out. Why are you being so difficult? Okay, there we go. Okay. So the question is, before I do that, do I want to discard... Yeah, I'm going to discard 2 of those. Discarding this token to discard 2 of those. Okay. And then any in here? Hopefully not. Thankfully, no. Okay. Yeah, I think I might swap between this antique grenade. Okay, so if there's a split, does it go even way? Each fate token placed in this way counts as an additional health point. Okay. Every explorer in your zone with at least 1 fate token in their backpack discards 1 fate token and then takes 1 injury. Okay, if no explorers take an injury, take 1 fate token. Okay, add 1 activation marker to the zone behind the avatar. Okay, that sounds worse, so we're going to give that one. Okay. When an explorer injures the avatar, they discard a fate token from the profile if possible. No injury tokens may be put on an avatar profile while fate tokens remain on it. Fate tokens acquired during the fight against the avatar are placed in backpacks as usual. Okay, take all the fate tokens, divide them in half. Each one of those is an extra damage I have to do. Ouch. When an explorer injures the avatar, they discard a fate token if possible, and then they put on an injury token. Put on the final flight 4, 9A down as indicated below, and put all the explorers in the first zone in the room. Okay. Get the activation markers and put them near the room. So these are activation markers, and there's 3 spots for each of them. Fighting the avatar. Every explorer in the room is grappling with the avatar. The avatar starts to... the avatar start of turn effect depends on how its miniature is positioned in relation to the active explorer. 3 different effects. Okay. When an explorer attacks the avatar, they must specify whether they're attacking its top or bottom. Any injuries given must be placed on the corresponding profile. If part of the avatar has enough injuries after a fight, action, or effect, follow the instructions on the corresponding profile to replace it with a new profile. Each zone has 3 slots. Each slot is associated with one of the others. When an effect tells you to put an activation marker in a zone, put it on the free slot, starting with the most. If a marker cannot be placed because all the slots are full, apply the effects indicated at the end of the row instead. So this one will tell us, so basically this gear, remove 1 injury from the top half. If that's not possible, the active player takes 1 fate token. So we definitely don't want these to be put up. Deactivation. Explorer may try to remove activation markers from their zone by performing a search action. To do so, they roll 3 inspection dice, so she will be better at this than he will be. And remove the activation markers located on the spaces associated with the symbols rolled. Markers from their zone. Okay. When activation markers pile up, events can rapidly spiral to your disadvantage. It's important to keep the number of markers under control. Okay, the next side is outcome. Okay, so basically, we don't have these cards at all anymore, I don't think. So basically, we're going to be running around trying to attack him, but we're fully engaged at all times. So, depending on how the miniature is positioned in relation to the active. Explore next to Avatar, explore behind Avatar. And explore facing the Avatar. Okay, what does that mean? I have no idea. Maybe it just goes around in a circle. So if it's in there with us, it's facing it. Explore next to the Avatar. And behind the Avatar, maybe, would be... Maybe facing is the way it's facing. Or is it just like this? I think it goes like there. So that's facing us. These two are beside it, and this is behind it, and it can rotate, maybe? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Ha! It says it right there to place him there with it facing there. Liz. Okay, maybe there's something in that room that can help us. I don't know. It doesn't say. We're going to move these down here so that way we can have that right next to us. Okay, so I think that was his first action. And so his second action will be to roll. So those counts as check mark, which are duplicated. I can ignore one of those. Okay. I should have done something different. That's okay. And of course, I was attacking the top half. You are supposed to specify. So check mark, check mark. So those are doubled. And so it will just take 4 of these away. And that's it. And then that, give the Avatar 1 injury and add 1 activation token to the zone in front of him. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. We got this. Okay, during my turn, I could perform a free search action, which could come in very handy. I don't need that. Although, taking an injury... Give the Avatar 1 injury, take 1 injury, and add 1 activation marker. I don't know. As long as I don't roll any X's, which I'm horrible about that possibility. And I can't afford any traumas. But being able to do a free action, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep that because we need to have the free actions, I think. Okay. I do have a reroll token. Okay. But he and I had something. Oh. Start of my turn. He's facing us. Every explorer in your zone with at least 1 discards 1 fate token and takes an injury. If no explorers take an injury, take 1, which we don't have any, so I'm going to take a fate token. Until your next turn, none of them. Okay. So, this is the one that he needs to set up, which he then can give me the extra die one. Okay. But I want to set that one up. Okay. Woohoo! That one we might do later. That one we also might do later. Okay. I also will get to ignore the effects of X's sides. Whew. Yeah. I forget whose turn it is. It's her turn. She just did the start of it. Oh my goodness. I am... Whew. 2 check marks, which is 2 damage. Okay. Well, I get to do 1 check mark because of my special ability. I do need to specify. I'm just going to be attacking the start until I get done with it, and then I will do the bottom. Maybe make it so that the facing us can at least not be as painful. Okay, so that was that. So give the avatar 1 injury and 1 activation marker. Give him 1 injury and 1 activation marker. Okay. And then take 1 injury. Ah, dang it. Oh, to the zone of the left. Awesome. That is awesome, actually. But I do have to take an injury. Okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, but I do get a free action, which roll 3 dice, but my ability lets me roll 2 extra. And I get to re-roll any that I want. So, that not cool. I could take 2 more of these, I guess. I feel like we need to save those, though. But yeah, we need to get rid of those. So, okay. Take 2 to get rid of 2. Okay. Remove 1 of those. Okay. And then I will make it so that I don't take any of those cards. And I will actually give you this so that you can roll an extra die. Duplicating that still is a good idea. And I get to roll 2 extra die. So I'll be rolling 5 dice. Okay. That one counts as a check mark. Okay. So 2, 4. 1, 2. 3, 4. Give the avatar an add and activation. So it will get enough to go on to the next one. But it, okay, facing the avatar still. But it will cause one of these to happen. Oh, wait. To the zone in front, yes. Okay. Every explorer takes 1 injury. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do this. So, the purple steam surrounds you. You feel like it's seeping into your mind to corrupt it. Okay, at the start of your turn, you are grappling with an adversary. Apply their start turn effect a 2nd time. Aw, man. So, every explorer with at least 1 fate token discards it and take 2 injuries. Or else I have to take 2 fate tokens. Aw, man. So that'll be 2, 4. 2, 3, 4. So I do get a trauma, wherever our traumas are. Okay. After a research action, I have to take another trauma. Or another injury, not trauma. And then this will get shuffled in to here. Okay. Okay. But then I get to have equipped this. And considering that, I think I should probably... No, I need to keep up with searches. I need to. We don't have the luxury of doing first aid yet. Okay. Okay, so I get to roll an extra fight dice. So I get to roll 3. Fighting the top, of course. 2 check marks. Okay, so that happens first. Oh my gosh. Every explorer takes an injury again. Okay. And give the avatar a damage. But then it gets 2 more damages. That was first action. So I'm going to go ahead and do my free action now. Okay, 1 search. And I can re-roll. 2. And no. Okay, so I can remove 2 of these. That works. Okay. And then second action. Oh, I do have to take a damage. Okay. These go first. It adds 1 activation marker to the zone in front of it. Okay. And then that just gets put on top of it because, well, that's the way it goes. So 2 damage and then another one. So it's enough to damage it. So that gets discarded. Destroyed avatar. Explorer facing the avatar. Take 1 fate token. Okay. That is not good. That will just speed along the game. Half destroyed. If the other half is destroyed, the avatar is defeated. If so, we take that. Okay. So we just need to focus on this one now. Add 1 activation marker to the zone behind. Roll 2 fight dice and apply the results. Ooh, so we want to get behind him. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so it's his. So he's in front, so he has to take... Well, it's his turn, so he has to take 1. And then he has to take 1, actually. So this is his backpack. Where can I put his backpack? I'll put his backpack... right over here. Take out these scarabs. His backpack will be there. Hers. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and move. And move. Okay. Start of her turn, she has to take 1 of these. But then she can move and move, which will be awesome. Okay, so we're behind the avatar, so we can roll 2 fight die and apply the results. Okay. Add 1 marker to front. Okay, so that's going to go off twice. Oh, wait, no. Before I moved, I would have done this in that zone for my free action. Okay, and then I can re-roll. I always forget to do this. Okay, so yes, I can take 2. Hopefully that's going to be enough time. Get rid of all 3 of these. And that will add all 3 of them back. But it will give 3 of these tokens away. Okay. But then he can roll all 5 dice. 3, 4, 5. And ignore any X's. Okay, that's not ideal. But these are doubled. So 2, 4. Done. Dum dum. And we get 3 injuries. So 1, 2, 3. So I get a trauma. And 1, 2, 3. You don't get a trauma yet. Okay. So I have to take 1 of these because I already have 1 of those. Okay. But start of my turn. So I get to roll 2 dice and apply the results. Awesome. 2 damage. And then I get to roll... I wonder if it ever turns. Okay, so it gets 3 more damage, and we each get 2 damages. So, you get a trauma. That was 1, 2. Okay, and then you get a trauma. Okay, 2 feet equals that if you move. Okay, I don't care about that. Okay. that was my second action, right? 3, 6, 7. I think that was my second action. I do not remember. That's okay. So we're going to roll 2 fight die. So we each get 2 more damage, which means I get a trauma. You get 2 more damage, but he gets 2 more damage, which will be enough to eliminate this top part. Oh, I think I've forgotten to take a couple of these. We have 4 more rounds to get rid of it completely. That's right, trauma. You can never roll more than 2 fight or inspection die. Yeah, that is so not gonna work. Where is... So, start of her turn. She's gonna do this first aid. Okay. So we're going to swap out the bamboon for this one. So, well, first turn... Oh, wait, we already did that. I'm going to remove this and take a fate token, which sucks. And then... We can't just do that. And then we'll do first... So, oh, well, first we got rid of that. Behind, roll 1 fight die and apply the results. Okay, so I want to roll both of those. Okay, give the avatar 1 injury and add 1 activation marker to the zone in front. Which means we each get an injury. Okay, that's okay. But yeah, I did that out of order. Then I did the first aid. Now it's my second action. Okay. I don't think we can afford that. Not for that. Not to turn it into... Oh, actually... Yeah, we can. We can turn it. We need to do that. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so... Turn that into check marks. So take 1 injury and add 1 activation marker to each zone to the right and left. Oh, crudsicles. Give the avatar 1 injury. And then we each get an injury. Then we give the avatar an injury and rotate it. Okay, so it'll be my turn next. So, wait, no, it'll be his turn next. So he is... Schnickerdoodle's behind it. Remove 1 injury from the top half. If that's not possible, the active player takes 1 fate token. Okay, we have 1 fate token left. Okay. I need to just fight it. I don't have the actions to do this. So. Okay. So give the avatar 1 injury to the zone in front. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2. Did I put 1 on or not for that? Well, anyways, that's 6. So there's what, 3 more damages to happen. So book, the active fighter takes 1 fate token. Okay. Good thing it is damaged. Oh wait, no. It's... Yeah, okay. So it takes the book token. Okay. And then that happens... Quarter turn. Oh, to his left. So gears would have happened. I don't know. Okay, it's facing us, but it's damaged, so we're good. 1 action. We'll, second action I'll use to explore this. Because why not? Well, first, let's make sure that it's fully destroyed before I use my last action. Okay. been defeated. You manage to give the metal giant a fatal blow, and he finally retreats. Mauve-colored electricity arcs and leaps along his arms and legs, concentrating in his joints and exploding. The pharaoh's face is gripped with deadly anger. He curses you and lunges at you in murderous rage. Your friends save you at the last second. Literally, we had no more tokens. Pulling you aside as the creature crashes to the floor with a deafening roar. He turns over and tries in vain to rise. The expression on Retop's face changes. As he struggles, he realizes that he's losing control of the exoskeleton, and with it, his power. He realizes that he's losing. You see the terror in his eye, and then his life, or at least something akin to life, slips away. The piece of meteorite set into the pharaoh's thorax falls away as if the ex-god had just abdicated. It falls to the ground with a dull thud, followed by a solemn and life-saving silence. Okay, read the positive epilogue. Wow, that was brutal. He was brutal. Okay. And I wonder what happened with these Sphinx. Never told us to go to the Sphinx. That's odd, right? There's a Sphinx rolls right there. Well, we'll do the Sphinx as in afterwards. Okay, where is the book, though? Right here. Okay, so we get to read the epilogue. So, positive epilogue. And then we have completed 3 events, so we get EV21. Okay. Oh, wow. There we go. Okay, you hear a clicking sound before the last door opens automatically. The room behind the door is the Pharaoh's stasis chamber. Unparalleled technology and unlikely offerings fill the room. Okay, so this is his chamber. They are priceless, both in monetary value and historical significance. Yet, somehow, this discovery is not as delightful as you had imagined. Above all, you are glad to be alive. Proud to have made it this far, at that instant, as you look around, the smiles on your partner's face lift your spirits much more than these treasures that merely add to the growing pile of all you've already accumulated at camp. You would never have imagined that before leaving home. You would have thought twice before committing to this expedition if you had known what was in store for you. You take advantage of the present moment to look around, listening, and let your feelings wash over you, because deep down, you already know that this will all be over soon. So we get all of our bonuses. So 2 victory points. And that's it for that. So we'll get plus 2 more. Add that right there. With a solemn movement, you take the Pharaoh's heart. Its crystalline texture and irregular prisms evoke the most marvelous types of quartz. A faint purple glimmer flickers weakly. It is hard to look away from this living rock. You put it away carefully and feel an immediate change, as if the persistent humming of a machine had stopped. Outside the pyramid, you gather your camp assistants. Filled with great emotion, you warmly thank your entire team. You may have pulled together up by your bootstraps, but this time you admit that you could never have succeeded without them. That evening, unlike your solitary sunrises, you watch the sunset with your companions. Who would have ever thought that the sun would rise again? The next day, the pyramid is a hive of activity. You spend weeks taking an inventory of everything in it and studying the meteorite. That's how long it takes for your telegrams to reach Europe and for the curators to send an additional manpower. Fortune and glory are within reach. Who knows? Maybe your discoveries will completely change how the world is seen. Perhaps the elites that mocked you before will pretend they have always believed in you. But no matter. Your greatest pride will always be this adventure with such a formidable team. And if you have ever had any doubts, you'll look at the palm of your hand, because a few days after leaving the pyramid, the eye that was on its entrance appeared there. as if branded into your skin. So we definitely will never be able to forget. So take that card. Roll 2 inspection dice and record the results. Where? I guess maybe just in case you needed it. A closer look reveals a purplish liquid seeping from a joint in the tube. The compact boiler must have been supplying the golem with purple steam. Oh, that is the wrong one. Okay, so it's this one. Okay. This piece of the meteorite served as the Pharaoh's heart. It is still beating faintly when you take it. Perhaps this card will be useful later. Okay. So you earn 12 victory points. Add up your victory points from the logbook, camp, and certain items, and write your score on the last page. So we get 12 more. And then for our camp, every unused gold coin brings in gold. So, with that said, let's get to selling some items. I'm going to pause this while I sell it. That way I can just have a final total for you and you don't have to listen to me for 5 minutes talk. Okay, so all in all, the cards themselves were worth 59 points. So I got 79 victory points altogether. Doesn't say how good or bad anything is. There's the prologue after that to Guardian, so that way you can play that. Which, oh, that's where these tokens come into play. Which this is replayable one, and then there's the free play mode after that. So I guess stay tuned for the prologue, because that will come in before this. Okay, yeah. I guess that is it. It doesn't say anything about how you did unless the Sphinx is anything special. Says anything about it? Nope. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's it. So yeah, so we definitely would have needed to play this at some point in time before getting rid of all of these, because they would have given us effects. Okay, so when would the Sphinx have even gone? Maybe it was just something that happened if there was something else going on. Maybe if we would have done worse over here, we would have had to play the Sphinx. I don't know. Well, if you do find out, let me know. Maybe I'll replay and find it somewhere. But that is it. So go ahead and come back for I'll play that prologue episodes with the Guardians and see how that goes. Thank you very much for watching and joining me in this journey. And until next time, just remember to have fun, be present, and be you. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you find value in our content, please like, comment, or subscribe. Let a friend or family member know that we exist. Help us spread our channel and bring remote gaming to a table near you. Thank you very much, and have a great day.